Thank you.
Okay, so we can, it looks like if somebody's losing their junk, we can go over there and just mute it for a while so that nothing comes through.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Like that.
it is, and we are rolling.
We are live. Right. I am gonna be ready to record the cheese board in a minute.
So we did this, Cornbread was in, cornbread's out. Pumpkin. Okay. Do you want to take this out of here?
There's not like a lock on it or anything.
Okay.
So
And the
like
one,
no passcode or anything.
yeah, and the one, if it does it on mine, it's 3186. I can't figure out how to get the lock turned off, so. That makes sense. Like when I try to operate an iPhone, it's not pretty. I'm trying to turn the, yeah, just give me a little bit, just give me a little from the thing, but, oh, down, sure. Yeah, just give me a little bit, just give me a little bit. Oh, wait, is this the one? No. Is yours?
It's from the top.
Oh, for
because it's a different one.
Oh my. Okay.
On the bottom, like on your mom's.
Yeah, I don't know.
And so you just pull it up from the bottom.
I'm trying, you keep making funny faces. I'm trying to take a nice,
A nice picture.
Alright, yeah, that was good. Okay. I mean, the other ones were terrible, but you know. Are you ready?
Okay, hold on just a second.
Terrible, but you know. Are you ready?
Okay, hold on just a second. My leftovers. Last night I was like, I have no dinner plans. I didn't think about dinner. And so,
this was funny. So I was telling Shannon, busiest night for pizza is the night before Thanksgiving, which essentially yesterday was for us. So
yeah, I made a cheese board for my family. So
There
I was
you
like,
go.
well, I have the stuff. If I need to buy more, I'll buy more. Okay.
Yeah, Shannon is on, if we need an emergency Instacart order duty, that's on her.
Yes.
But I think we're gonna be okay. I think we're gonna be fine. Do you want that still like facing to you to give you some more light?
Probably not a bad idea.
Okay, one, yeah, that's good.
All right. Ready?
I'm ready.
Are we gonna be like welcoming back every time?
You could say like, here's the next video in our Friendsgiving,
Sounds good.
or both, we'll do it.
So here's the next video in our Friendsgiving to feed people throughout the whole day. They're not that hard, but they look really fancy, so they look like we put a lot of effort into them. And it gives people something to graze on all afternoon. So it's a really nice lunch if you're doing a later dinner, or even a mid-morning if you're going to be eating sort of mid-afternoon. It's a great way to not have to make an entire meal for people, but they're not starving by the time they eat. So the basics of a cheese board are you want at least 3 types of cheese, which again is just sounds super duper fancy. And I like to slice them all different ways so that they all look a little bit different that I sliced. And then and textures. And like with the Gouda, we're just gonna sort of pile it up. And then I like to have a soft cheese as well. So this is sort of like a board, peppercorns in it. So it's nice to have a variety, like a really hard cheese, you could do a brie if you really like creamy brie. So the way I do the cheese is I kind of pepperoni, nothing super. You can spend as much or as little time on this as you want, and as much or as little money on it as you want, which is nice. You can just sort of tailor it to your family and friends. The board, you do want to make it look filled in when you start. So I'm gonna sort of fill this in. And then I've got different types of salami here. And this is more of a pepperoni style salami, which makes it really visually appealing. This one comes apart. This is a spicy salami. It's called calabrese. And this just came in like a multi-pack. So we've got things sort of make people feel like they've really got a limit. It has a bunch of different types of crackers. It saves you a lot of money, and everybody can just grab a plate or a napkin and just kind of munch on it. And so if you have extra stuff, you can sort of fill it in as you as people eat on it. If you've got extras, you can kind of have them on hand and just kind of fill it in. We've talked about getting one, we just haven't done anything yet.
I think would be like fun.
Yeah.
Or do you guys post to the Tumblr like every episode?
Not every episode, probably should, but if we have a recipe to put up for it, then we do.
Very nice. And now we have a beautiful cheese board. Now we have snacks.
Okay. Pimento cheese, Brett.
Okay.
You're up.
All right.
The jalapenos are in the top left of the door.
I don't usually do that.
I couldn't remember what you I know Pat Smith uses jalapenos, but I couldn't remember.
I mean, part of me just can't get so stressed because there's just all these giggling babies.
Oh, that
Oh my
you
goodness.
don't need the fluff. It's probably like,
Do you have a big bowl? And I think you even were like, I don't know that I do, and I looked through your cabinets and I was like, Shane, you do.
Right here.
I would probably pick a plastic popcorn bowl before I would pick that bowl.
That's hilarious. She can do that. I don't care.
As soon as you laid it out, she was like, we'll do snacks in just a minute, okay? We'll do snacks in a minute.
While you prep that in the air, go to the bathroom.
All right, in this next video, we're gonna show you another dip that you can make as an appetizer to have setting out like along with the cheese board so that people can be, if people are getting here early, they can be grazing around. So we're gonna make a pimento cheese dip. Now, the original recipe of this calls for only 2 cups of cheese, but when I do this recipe, I usually double it because I find that it keeps for a while and people really like it. So we're gonna double the recipe. So that means we're gonna use 4 cups of shredded cheddar cheese. So this is freshly grated cheddar cheese, so it's gotten a little clumpy. So we're gonna zhuzh it a little bit like that. Like that. So 1 cup.
You need to stop fussing.
Okay, so we've got 4 cups of freshly shredded cheddar cheese. Then because we're doubling the recipe, also the reason I like to double it is because the original recipe calls for 4 ounces of cream cheese, but cream cheese comes in an 8-ounce block, so it kind of makes sense to do the whole thing. One thing that makes mixing the cream cheese makes it a little easier is to set it out again on the counter and let it warm up to room-ish temperature. This wasn't setting out for very long, but another thing you could do is you could nuke it in the microwave for say 10-ish seconds and get it heated up a little bit to make it easier to mix. Then we are going to, so the original recipe again calls for 3 tablespoons of pimento cheese. This is a 4-ounce jar, which is what I usually get. Because we're doubling it, we just use the whole thing. Yeah.
Liquid and all.
Yes, we use the whole. So we just dump the whole thing in there with the pimentos and the liquid.
Try to smack the bottom of the jar trick.
Hey, that worked. And then we're going to use a 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. So,
If you go to the middle drawer, there's spatulas. Might be a better choice.
oh yeah. This big guy, look at that. Love that pampered chef. Now, the recipe does call for like half a cup of mayonnaise, but if you're having trouble getting everything to kind of mix together, you can add a little bit more of the mayonnaise to kind of make it, I don't know, easier to mix up, if that makes sense. Yeah, come on over here.
I'm gonna come to the other side actually.
Yeah.
It's bigger, it's super.
All right. And so now that we've got everything in here, we've got 4 cups of cheddar cheese. We've got 8 ounces of cream cheese. We've got 4 ounces of pimento cheese, or we've got 4 ounces of pimentos, and we've got 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. So now we're gonna work on mixing it together, and then we'll salt and pepper it. And you can see that this cream cheese, yeah, it's a little tough. So that's why sometimes it's good to get it at room temperature. So you can kind of sometimes use the spatula, or sometimes I have even using a wooden spoon actually to kind of mash the cream cheese. So see, kind of just like this. And you'll start to see it get, incorporated into itself. Really, it's just gotta work at mixing it. Get your arm workout in. Mix it. Make it. Okay.
Does anybody?
Carrie says, yes, girls, woo, live stream.
Who, my sister?
Yeah.
Nice. Hi! Thanks for tuning in. All right. So, could you come in closer?
Okay, you
So you'll see that you can see where there's some parts where the cream cheese still isn't mixed in. So if you need to, you can add a little bit more of the shredded cheese to kind of balance it out. For the most part, those proportions are going to work for you. All right. So now we're going to add, it calls for, let's see, kosher salt and freshly ground pepper to taste. So I don't know how much that was. But the other thing is that once this is together, you're gonna put it in, you're gonna keep it chilled, in the fridge. So it will lose its saltiness, so when you bring it back out and you mix it back up, you might need to add a little bit more salt. You don't wanna overdo it. Oh, my leg.
Sarah, come over here. Ben, you can sit right there on the, right there. This is Sarah's time. That's so sweet of you, Sarah. Good friend. That's a good friend. Do you want It's feeding time at the zoo. Does anyone want a cheese stick? Okay, say thank you. Do you want a cheese stick?
Yes, please.
Yes, please. No, thank you. So just one cheese stick? Cheese sticks.
I'll just leave a couple slices. This cheddar cheese.
Would you like a cheese stick, Sarah? Hey, mommy, may I have you?
Yeah, this.
Good.
Good.
And what if
You take it good.
feel no better?
No, I don't.
What did you say? I said, I don't want mine. I want the white one, please.
This one?
Yeah, that. That one. That one.
Do you want one, Sarah? Yes, please.
Me too. Me too. I only like white ones.
Well, I have the white one, so y'all know what.
Hey, Mom,
Yes, baby.
do you have an applesauce?
I mean, you can, but it's not lunchtime. It's just snack time.
I know. Hey, Mom, look what I
You did the string part. Good job.
Do you want something to drink?
But I did. I did.
What you got? You did it. Good job. Who you gonna eat?
Look, I pulled it down. Mom, look, I pulled it down.
Good job.
You want your bottle?
Mom, Daniel Tiger. I should watch it because if you do something wrong,
Yeah.
they said stop.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good show.
Who wants two friends?
Hmm?
Who wants two friends?
Oh, one of them is my phone, one of them is the phone I use as a camera.
Why is it on there?
Put what there?
SNICKERS.
Good job. I'll put it in there somewhere like here.
Oops, I'll get it. How's David?
Oh, whoa.
What's wrong?
Was he still sleeping or did you wake him up?
It's kind of a light sleep because you woke up when I opened the door.
Okay, go. Go in the schoolroom. There you go. One, one. Like this one, this one, this. This one. This one. This one. This one.
What? What?
You want fighting? There you go.
My coworker.
No, what are you
He's
doing?
like telling me how everything is. He said the sound quality is pretty good, but
This one?
I mean, it's just the camera on, nothing.
This one.
Oh, thanks for the feedback.
I did.
That's my head.
And I said, well, if the quality is horrible, you can just buy me a GoPro.
It's funny when you said that because I was like, I looked for a GoPro for Ian for Father's Day,
Yeah.
but I just wasn't willing to spend that much. And I was trying to find one on Marketplace,
Yeah.
like one in good condition that was not ridiculously expensive.
Yeah.
I finally gave up, but
Yeah.
I might look for one for Christmas for him. 'Cause he really wants to record when he's doing tree stuff.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So
You get one, Mom?
probably should just tell my dad and he'll like do all of the
Yeah.
Dave Ward research.
Mm-hmm.
My bed! My bed! I'm so hungry. More.
That's enough right now, baby, because we're gonna have we'll have lunch in just a little bit, okay?
My bed! I'll get down. I'll get down. My bed! My bed! I need help. Say it again. I need help.
Are you eating a snack?
Get up in there.
I'm gonna have
one bowl, so it's funny in the world of like stuff like this. Like, I don't know if you watched the political debates where
Hey,
my pins had a fly land on his head.
I heard about it.
There was like 20 Twitter accounts that were created. Like in the world of like online, this bull would like have its own Twitter account and like Instagram, and like people would start. I mean, well, we're not like that, but like people would start like posting things from the perspective of the bull. And yeah, I did think about that. I was like, this bull,
like I live for one time a year.
I get used exactly.
With Friendsgiving,
This is my time to shine. This is my big dance. I mean, it is a nice bowl. It's heavy as crap.
Allison, did you buy these Aldi bags or did Genevieve give them to you?
They gave
Who gave them to you?
Hey, Daniel, where are you?
She just brings mine in white paper bags.
Are you talking about?
Got to.
See, and all these were usually get bags.
I'm going somewhere different.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Oh, my coworker who listened to the episode where you're talking about the Instacart, and you go, Genevieve, if you're listening, I go, she's not. He thought that part was really funny.
It was really funny. It was actually funny later than it was like in the moment. Not that it was like, you know, but like later while listening to it, I laughed out loud.
Yeah.
Because you were like, she's not.
Because we're too much into it almost when we're doing it. So,
Right.
what's up now?
Oh, I need to look on the apple duet.
We're gonna eat lunch soon. I think his appetite is ramped up.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. But I can't keep him
Ben?
fed, right?
Did you get the picture I sent you yesterday
Of what?
of
Yes.
Can you even?
Oh, not really.
I don't have
The
anything.
thing that's so funny is it showed up like I was just clicking around on Facebook and it was something about like wish Maddie Guthrie a happy birthday
Yeah.
and share old memories with her. And I was like, what memories would I have posted on Facebook with Maddie Guthrie?
Right.
And then that picture
It
came
will
up and
tell
I
you.
was like, oh, wow.
Wow.
And you have to see this. I took a screenshot and sent it to
I think it showed up on mine.
I probably did.
On my memory.
We did like a sleepover with Carrie and Maddie, and we did fake tramp stamp tattoos.
What a time.
Oh my goodness.
What a time. Yeah. Also, I had a Facebook memory that showed up from 13 years ago. I don't appreciate Facebook and me having such a long relationship.
I know. I had one similarly. It was like
From a long
it
time.
was from a long. Yeah, it might have been 13 years ago too. It was a picture that I took of Jeremy.
Was that a picture of you and your dad? Gosh, he looks so different.
So different.
I've never seen him.
Did he share that?
I
He must have because I saw it and I was like, oh, this would be fun.
saw it somewhere.
My dad probably shared it on Facebook.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, the cornbread or the pumpkin pie. You need to check it. Yep. Check it.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Duncan. Hey, Finn. Finn.
Oh, the famous peanut butter and jelly.
It's happening. It's happening. David's not gonna be happy if I don't feed him some more.
Okay, Remember? Living room and schoolroom. Thank you.
So that's just 50 minutes, so.
How long did it say? 15 minutes?
It said 50 minutes to an hour.
Okay, so yeah. I would do maybe like 7 minutes. Because with the convection, it is getting close. It's cold. You do not have your old friend screaming. Go back that way, Treva. Go. This is not the play area. Thank you.
Do you feel like the clear mood helps?
I have no idea.
I think it will. Yes.
I don't feel like I've been in a harried enough situation to know.
I think if it's gonna work for you, you're going to feel it even when you're not in a. Like for me, it just is like I can feel a level down even with no stress situation.
Maybe I don't pay much attention to how I'm feeling.
I like that. I'm like we're in tune with your body. Hey Sarah, not in here, baby. You can go in there. I'm making David's lunch right now. I'll make you.
Sarah!
Look at me, Sliver. Come here. This room does not exist. You don't run in this room. Okay, if you continue, I'm gonna have to speak because you're choosing. You're not listening to what I said. And I know it's hard to remember, but I need you to really hard, okay? Can you give me a high five? Just run through the hallway and make a sight, please.
Sarah! 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 Sarah!
Are you enforcing that on my behalf or on yours?
On mine.
Okay. That's fine.
No, on mine. Because I had already said it. And so I'm
think
like
it's a
keeping
good-
them to it
I think
because it's
a-
too much.
Like if they come in here, they could just need to
Yeah.
zip it.
Yeah, I don't care that they actually walk in here, but if
Okay.
they're gonna do the whole runaround thing, there's too much happening in here and somebody's gonna get hurt.
Yeah, it's gonna be that.
Sarah! Are you
Sarah, it's your
Sarah!
sandwich. I'm not even making sure it's Sarah.
Sarah!
I got the crust.
Shannon, do you know where Sarah
I
is?
don't know. I don't know.
I want to know where she is.
I don't know where she is.
Where's that?
Oh, and the bowl.
The bone.
I have 2 bags of just the regular, and
Hey,
then I have
Mom, Teresa's
bag of blue.
upstairs.
So do you want,
Hey,
which
Mom.
one do you want for the buffalo chicken dip?
I don't care.
Well, your kids prefer peanut butter and jelly with pizza. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it and just have it.
Oh, Mama! Hey, Mommy!
Yeah.
Reba, Daniel, I'm sick.
For a few minutes, like that would be an extra chore that you could get maybe an extra allowance for. But no, like,
This is not
this
your
is not
job.
your job today.
Bless his heart.
Will Ransom do a half a sandwich or a whole?
Half.
That'll work out. Sarah will.
Okay.
Mm.
What you doing? Miss Shannon's making you some lunch. Can you tell her thank you?
Thank you, but I'm looking. Daddy, Daniel! I'm looking.
Hey, can I use this?
No, I'm-
So right there.
Daniel. Dad!
I'm just going ahead and making some lunch. I hope that this is cornbread for any circle. Daniel, do you want warmed up pizza from yesterday or a peanut butter and jelly?
I'm hungry. I'm really hungry.
Okay, well, these are your choices, so what do you think?
Yeah, do you want it or?
I don't care.
I don't care either, let's do it.
Hey, Finn. Teresa.
it looks firm around the edges and jiggly is still in the middle. I think, what do you think? We're good. So we ended up doing it for 50 minutes and then we put it in. We left it in for 7 more minutes and now we're just gonna take it out and let it cool completely on a makeshift wire rack. Just like that.
Works. They thought that I was the coolest mom in the entire world yesterday. We have a pumpkin cookie cutter. And I like cut this into a pumpkin and just put it on the plate with the crust and the pumpkin. And just
You go in there, I'll go in this.
What is that? What are you doing? What? No, nobody's taking it back. Is that David? Is that your friend? What? What? Onions are in the next one over. Potatoes are. Okay, thank you. You don't need that right now, you silly. You're so silly. What? You're funny.
Where are you?
We're not gonna play in here. You can come say hello, but this is not a place to play. Daniel's not in here.
What is that?
Daniel is not in here because this is not where we're playing. So he's somewhere else, but he's not in here. This is favorite so stuff is playing. He's like delighting in the back of the garden. Are you gonna? Yeah. Wow. Look at you. Look at you go. Yeah. Silly.
Oh my goodness. What is going on? Oh my goodness. It's gonna be awful lot of peanut butter and jelly. The crust really didn't do its thing because
That's why they had to be carved, I guess. Because I think that's the thing. What do you mean?
well, it's not like I guess because of the way this dish is, it's not like over the edge.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm not really into it anyway.
It's fine. Nobody's gonna
This whole thing, I don't even.
hold us accountable for this. If they do, they can go and make their own thing.
Make your own dang pumpkin pie. We'll see how you like it.
you. I had pulled this one out, got it dirty earlier, so I figured I'd just.
Oh, you already put the cornbread in?
Yes. Okay.
Did you want me to write down what time you put it in?
No, so I'm just gonna be looking for it to be dried out, so. That egg, where did you put it?
Put it back.
There was nowhere to put it back. I threw the carton.
I put it in there then.
Oh, in the other one.
Are you full? Is your belly happy now? Is your belly happy now, baby?
Oh boy. We beat it up.
Where did you wind up putting them?
They're out in the garage.
That would be lovely, thank you. Ransom, do you want more? Would you like some more?
Did you ever give him those pieces of cheese?
No, I didn't.
I didn't either, so I can give
That, or do you have the peanut butter and jelly ready?
I do, yeah.
Okay, you can just give that to him, because it might take him a little bit to eat it. He's
Oh.
so slow with everything.
What?
Hey, why don't you eat your peanut butter and jelly sandwich, honey?
If you ever start YouTube, I mean, Instagram account.
Huh.
Hey,
What's this timer for?
For the cornbread, remember to check on it.
I just plow it.
That was a delicate step.
Hey, don't eat my sandwich. Don't eat it.
No, you got your own sandwich.
Yeah, baby. It's like Ian's great grandmother. Wow, this feels. Just emailed you the food estimates that Valerie sent me, period. Let me know if you have any questions. Alright,
The thing about that statement is Cole used to say that to me all the time.
what did he say? I didn't even
You're
hear
not
it.
smarter than me. And I'm kind of like Brit's like, well, he's not wrong, but it's like, but
But is it kind?
life, you're right, is it kind of life experience says he's had a little more than her. So there's that going.
Right.
Alright, you let me know when
Okay.
it's ready. We're good, babe. I'm good.
We're having fun. Things are getting done.
You are having fun.
This is a good time.
Not losing it.
Not hating your life right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
still time.
Good stuff.
Still time.
That's what the Jello Jack. Oh, what's this? What?
What's your passcode, Shannon?
Right down the middle. 3-6 bottom number. Yeah, there you go.
Is that my file? If it's mine, you can tell them.
I mean, you could just take the hammer from it a little bit.
No, we're not doing that.
That timer's about to go off. What do you want to do?
Okay, I'll check. I'll peek at it and turn the timer off.
Say, okay, mama. I'm thirsty. I've been eating for a half an hour, but what my problem is that I'm just thirsty. Let me grab my water. What did you bring?
You want some milk? Okay, I think we're ready.
You're cute. Alright. We are rolling.
All right. Welcome back. So I'm working on an apple galette, which is similar to an apple pie, but it's much simpler. It's much more rustic. So you don't need a pie dish. You just need a sheet pan. And it doesn't matter if it's a little messy. So I love this because it doesn't take as long to bake. It's also just simpler, and you can even substitute other fruit fillings for it. So what we've got here is, this is a tart dough. You could just use a pre-baked pie crust and just roll it out a little bit more. Typically, we would have chilled this, but I didn't make the tart dough early enough to chill it. So I am just living life on the edge and rolling it out while it's warm, and then I'm going to chill it in the freezer for just a few minutes once I get everything put together before I put it in the oven. The reason to chill it is that helps the dough to be a little flakier with the butter in it, but it is not the end of the world. So we're just wanting to roll this out to about 1/8 of an inch, and I'm doing it on parchment paper so I can just transfer this entire thing straight to a cookie sheet with the parchment paper, and then that way we don't have to worry about it sticking to anything. And we can even just serve it on the parchment paper too later. So easy peasy. So we wanted it in a rectangle, and like I said, this is rustic, which is really nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think your butter's going over there.
I want it to crack. So, okay, so we've got our tart dough out. So I'm gonna move this off to the side, and then we're gonna work on the apples. I am browning some butter, which is basically just getting it sort of, the milk solids get browned, and that helps to keep things, it gives it a nutty flavor. And so I've got some apples. I honestly couldn't even tell you what kind of apples they are. They are from an apple orchard, so they're something. They're good baking apples. So I am gonna leave the skin on. You could peel it if you really wanted to, or if they were kind of a little iffy in spots, you could peel them and trim them. So we're gonna start with 2 and see how that covers, and then if we need a third one, we've got it here. Are you all done? Hey Shannon, come on, get me there.
You want me to stop it anyway?
No, you're fine. You can keep going. Alright, so what we're going to do is we've got our apples, and we want to just slice them really thinly because, again, this is not going to be baking for a super long time, and we want them to get nice and soft. So, this is about 1/8 of an inch. I'm terrible at knowing how thick things are. That's what we're going for. here and cook with me? Can you sit and cook with me? Can you come sit down? Come sit down. Listen, listen.
You want a backpack, Allison?
Are Finn and Truva down here, or are they upstairs?
I think they're down here. Yeah, they're sitting on the couch. Do you want them to do something?
I'm gonna see if he'll go sit with Finn.
Okay.
Tell Finn that he's sad.
Okay.
Finn's usually pretty good about trying to make him happy. Hey! Let's go see Finn. Go see Finn.
Ransom's sad. Most of that chopping up you were explaining, I was time lapsing. So. We're just right here.
All right, so we've got our crust here. Ransom, that's enough, buddy. Buddy, you gotta calm down. Stop. Listen, you're gonna go back to bed. If you cannot calm down, you're gonna go back and lay down. Do you understand? You need to stop. I love you. You are safe. You are fine. Stop. You wanna help me take some out of the oven? Let's take this out of the oven together. Look at that. Oh, try that. Hey, we're gonna put them right here, baby. Do you mind setting the timer for another 15 minutes? Go find a toy. Let's go find a toy. Okay? Let's go find a toy.
change your diaper and see if that's not the problem. Let's change your diaper. Okay. No. Is that better? Is that better? You ready for a nap again? That might be what we need to do.
What you doing?
She might have gone upstairs to set up the pack and play for a reason.
Let's go read. I think everybody's grumpy.
Yeah. You don't seem grumpy though.
No.
Well, good. So that's one person who's not grumpy. Yeah, that's more than. You know, little kids do better with routines and schedules, and you know, they're not at their regular house doing their regular things, so it'd be hard for them. You playing a game? Oh, you got a charger.
What?
Said, oh, you gotta hook it up.
So where are we on now, like 1 hour behind?
No, we're behind at all. That has to go in according to your schedule at 12:30, and that's fine.
Yeah, so
I mean, everything's fine. As soon as it hits 12 though, time for our first shot. Bring it. 12 to 5 o'clock.
all right.
Ready to go?
Yeah. Okay.
How come your phone doesn't show like how much it's charging? Oh, okay. These iPhones. started,
Just so we have that.
just so we can.
Little something.
I really miss Dennis.
What?
I really miss Dennis.
Aw.
I'm kind of just like him.
Is he coming home today? Okay, good. So he'll
Is
be here tonight.
he coming home today?
Yeah, he's coming home today.
Good.
Is it only the portrait if somebody's in the picture?
There's only what?
It needs a focus point.
Right, I'm happy with it there.
Where do you want it to focus?
Sure, right here.
Tap the finger.
That'll make it work.
You're taking a picture?
Yeah. Looks good.
Yeah, if something were like, sticking out of it.
I might do a better picture once it's
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready?
Tell me.
Okay.
So we've got our apples laid out here. I'm just gonna kind of fill in the gaps with the last few little bitty slices. And we're leaving the edge around here because, like I said, this is a rustic tart, and so we are gonna fold the crust over. And that's gonna hold all the juices in and everything. So we can put some pieces here that are gonna get covered up by the crust. And then, so we've got this brown butter, which you can probably see, it is a brown color. And that's because we have browned the milk solids. So we're just gonna brush it over the apples, and this is gonna help them get nice and tender, get some good flavor on them. If you wanted to get extra fancy, the recipe does call for like a vanilla bean in here, but I'm just doing the brown butter because it's gonna be a really good flavor without anything extra. So we're gonna finish. This was 4 tablespoons of butter that we did. All right, so then we are gonna take 3 tablespoons of dark brown sugar and sprinkle that over the top. And this is gonna caramelize in between the nutty brown butter and the dark brown sugar. It's gonna be really, really good. So we've got that. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold our crust up like this. That's wonderful because it's so rustic, which means if it breaks, nobody cares. So I do like to just sort of make sure that it is kind of tight around here so that there aren't all these big holes. I mean, it's gonna be on a sheet pan, so if it leaks a little bit, it's not a huge deal, but we do want to try to preserve as much as possible of the juices. We don't all want all the juices to run out. So then we've got an egg beaten with a little bit of water just to thin it out. And now we're gonna go around the crust, and this is gonna make it nice and shiny. And it will also kind of help get it kind of crispy on the outside. And it can also form a glue to just help keep that crust from leaking at all. The other reason I would recommend using a piece of parchment paper is that all of this plus the juices that are gonna run off is not something you want to try and get off of a sheet pan after it has baked on there. Okay, so we've got our egg wash on there. We're just gonna sprinkle this with just plain white sugar, which will have it just be a nice, nice crispiness on that, make the dough kind of sweet. The dough only had one teaspoon of sugar in it, so it was very, very little. So we're gonna put this on a sheet pan and pop it in the oven, and we're gonna bake it for about 40 to 50 minutes. We're gonna rotate it halfway through, and then we just are looking for the apples to be like knife tender, so we can just poke it with a sharp knife. If it goes in, it'll be good, and then we just want the crust to be nice and brown, but at that point, it'll be for sure at that point. So we'll show you when it's done.
So how many minutes?
40 to 50.
Okay.
But I don't think it's gonna take that long with the convection.
You
It's
have,
funny, I hear you, but I'm not listening.
What's that?
do you have 2 minutes? Do you want me to restart when you put it in, or is that gonna come out?
I think these are okay.
I have soda outside if anybody wants to do that.
Thank you.
Diet Mountain Dew, Diet Pepper, and Coke Zero. Do you know which one you'll choose?
You said Diet Dr. Pepper? Hey.
Do you want one, Britt?
So like that, just that shot of you bringing it out, you could put in the very front, if you do the cornbread stuffing video,
Yeah,
and just like show, so we did the, you know what I mean?
yes.
So I'm just trying to give you, I'm not trying to
that
give
sounds
you
great.
a chunk load of footage,
Oh,
but
that's good.
those things.
That's good.
Just trying to. Allison, I know we haven't gotten into the turkey or the chicken yet, or any of the other sides, but I think we're gonna pull this thing off.
Brett, I think we are. I was confident. I had full confidence.
Honest,
I knew you didn't.
you always have full confidence, but things go sideways, baby, you know what I mean? Like, they just,
I mean, things can always go sideways.
but,
But the reason that we have the timeline
well,
is so that we are like, we know if it's going sideways before it's totally sideways. Or it's like the Titanic has sunk.
But there is 55 minutes until at least 2 of the kids go down.
True.
It could still sink.
Oh, it totally could. Okay, sheet pans, just like a normal.
Top one. That one's the better one.
Yeah.
me and my brother made a silent movie with the first camera that my parents ever got me. It had to be silent because it didn't have a microphone on the camera. So we had to like shoot all the shots where people knew what was happening without any
That's hilarious.
audio.
That's pretty cool.
I love that.
I hope I could. I found that camera the other day.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of also think that you should video making whipped cream.
Okay. I was thinking we would.
Like
if we
me,
could.
like I would be like, I mean, I got it. I don't know what to do with it. I've done it one
We
time.
thought you were making it.
I mean, I think it should be a video.
So you're gonna be in the video then?
I don't know what to
That's not what I asked. I didn't ask you.
do. I'll dump all the stuff in the bowl.
Do you want to be the hand model?
But I'm not.
Okay. Okay.
Alright, so,
Cornbread is dried out.
yep,
That is in the oven 20 minutes ahead of schedule.
awesome. Okay, what's next on the list?
Next on the list is that at 12:30 I start to prep the chicken, you start to prep the vegetables.
Okay,
And then at 1:30 those go in, but that's, I mean,
so we've got over an hour until anyone needs to go.
Are you done?
Thank you.
I might just take like a sip of that, because I can't have
Go girl.
that one, just like little hit of it. Might just be enough. That's what my grandmother calls coffee. She has one every morning
That's
at breakfast. She's got one of those like cooler mugs, you know, she leaves in the freezer. So it's always chilled. Okay. Did you bring a meat thermometer?
Yes. I have like I brought my grill one that has the pros.
Yeah, okay.
I think that outfit would be perfect for a BS Ninja picture. Because you have another, yeah, it makes it perfect.
I have a sweater also. If this thing doesn't get sweat through, which we'll see.
Do you want to try my deodorant or do you got some more?
Alrighty, I mean, I've definitely got some on. There's no way I was coming in. It's unprepared. But you keep it so cold here, I might never sweat. That's an advantage, I guess, of that. Yeah.
That's why I keep it so cold.
So you don't sweat? But you still sweat.
No, not really. I mean, I will if I'm like really,
Puffing it?
you know, but not. That's why I don't go down and pray with the band when you all do that on Sunday mornings because I inevitably end up holding some man's hand and I just can't. I got sweaty palms. And
Oh, it was because you didn't want those.
no, it's because I don't want to sweat all over somebody's hand.
So, Allison, I'll tell you, it was really tempting not to get one of these little Cornish game hens last night when I saw it at the store.
Yeah, they're adorable.
I know they are, but
Why do you do this and not just put the pie on the up counter or something?
because the air flows under it and cools it.
So it doesn't continue to cook and get mushy.
Yeah, so the heat
Did
is.
y'all say that in your pumpkin pie video?
No, but you said that in your blueberry pie video.
I didn't miss that video.
Yeah, it's the same, it's like the reverse concept of like why the bridge ices before the road does. Because the air is moving under the bridge and cooling it, and so that's why it gets frozen before the road.
That is really something.
I thought it was just because there wasn't the earth, like the heat of the earth.
I mean, that is true, but it's also that the wind is. You're gonna learn, for you guys on the live stream, you're gonna learn all kinds of things today, not just about cooking. You'll learn about life skills and nature. Nature. So basically, oh, did you bring a basting brush or like a silicone one?
She has a couple.
You do?
I just used one of hers.
Okay, that little baby one.
There's another one in here.
Forgot mine.
Yeah. Oh, she's got slews of them. Look at all this.
Oh my goodness! Wow!
It's a silicone brush palooza.
We are
It is the best. 'Cause I used
silicone
the other
brush
one
break
before.
over
I
here.
really- Where did this? Is this Pampers?
Pampered everything. This is not sponsored by
I
Pampered
like
Chef, but
how,
could be.
like, I like that it's like all together.
Yeah.
Like that's my beef with most silicone is that they're
Well, that's
They
a
don't-
Dollar General brush.
right,
Oh.
but even the other ones, like, I just am not impressed by most of them. This one, I like that it's like tight.
And it's got the bow hook.
That was really nice. Yeah, probably.
Because somebody was like, what do I do with this? I'm like, well, if you lose mine, you can fix them both.
Savage. Savage.
But we are using imitation vanilla extract, so.
I meant to bring
That
mine.
is alone is just gonna keep me super humble all day.
I feel like we had the same conversation last year when I came over, and you were like,
Yeah, it was the
or
same
not, I
bottle
might
of
have
vanilla
texted you and
extract
said, do
too.
you have vanilla extract? And you were like,
Yeah, but you don't want it.
yeah, but it's not what you want.
It is not what you want.
I use that only to make snow cream.
I mean, it makes sense because you don't like you say you don't bake,
I don't make.
and it's vanilla extract is one of those things. Unless you really, really care about the entire outcome, you don't need it.
Sure. I don't.
So,
I clearly don't care.
what? Brent, this
What?
is yours, right?
Yes.
What? Ma?
Have the kids eaten?
No. I told them they could watch one episode of Paw Patrol. They would eat lunch and then.
What was all those sandwiches that were being made?
I made them, but I stored them. I just wanted to do it and get it out of the way.
I know sandwiches were made here.
Well, the little boys ate their sandwich.
Oh.
But
That schedule is more complicated than this schedule.
Well, normally I don't feed two separate lunches, but David, I knew was going to throw a fit if I put him down without worrying.
She's got all this where you like turn it and all this stuff.
Well, I've looked at that recipe before, and when you said you were going to do Julia's recipe, I was like, girl, I mean, more power to you, but that is a lot of basting that she does. I mean, when I do a roast chicken, I just pop the sucker in the oven.
I mean, I want to baste it some, but I'm not going to baste it to death. She's
Yeah.
basting it like all the
I
time.
mean, it's like every 10 minutes or something. I mean, because I thought like, oh, Julia, she's got to have a really good roast chicken, and then I was like, I just cannot. I cannot
Yeah, I
baste it every
I
10
need
minutes.
my timer for that. I can't depend on this.
I should probably read one of these books. You should.
I need to do something about mine. I'm afraid that it's gonna. I mean, it's actually okay in here, but I don't want that to come off. I'm very gingerly pushing it around. This is holding. My little baby.
Like Julia tried to baby.
Right.
Did
Yeah.
Genevieve
So,
wrap?
Genevieve.
yeah, she did that. She wrapped all of her bag things and
Dang, Genevieve.
she
really
she's
wanting those
still
5
not-
stars.
Genevieve is still not listening.
I do give her 5 stars, but she told Dennis in our driveway that a $3 or $5 tip is an insult. And I'm like, I'm sorry,
sorry.
friend, but that's $5 is super, super, super generous of me because my orders are only.
I just do whatever it recommends, and I don't do more. I mean, if I like, one time I put, it's like if you can't find something, you can put a note in and ask your shopper to look for it for you. And I wanted like AAA batteries from Aldi because I knew that they had them sometimes if they weren't on the app. So I put that in there. I think his name is Daniel. He's like my favorite because he is quick. No, I don't think so.
We have,
I mean, he didn't come across that way to me, so I don't. If he is, I didn't get that
I was
impression.
gonna say, if he was, then we have him too.
But he is like in and out of Aldi in like 12 minutes. He is fast. And he messaged me saying they don't have any AAA batteries. And I was like, okay, no big deal. He's like, I can stop at Kroger for you if you want. It's like, well, it's really not that, it's not, I don't need you to, but if he had done that, I would have like doubled his tip,
Oh,
you know?
absolutely.
So I really appreciated that, but Mom, it's like, I know you're making money aside from this tip, so I don't feel like this is not like a waitress thing, we're like,
Right.
this is the only thing you're going home with, basically.
You're not getting a base pay of like $250.
No, they're making decent money doing it, so,
I mean, she told me what she makes. I mean, it is a lot of money, and she did share her tips, and I was like, well, I know you don't expect that from me because
You ain't gonna get it.
I mean.
Get it, babe.
she said she gets like $15, $20, $30 tips from people. I'm like, that's half my grocery bill. That's not half.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, she can't expect you just for $20 if your whole order is $50.
Yeah, it's not usually that much for that.
Yeah.
Like 50, it was $60 the other day. What, baby? What?
Shannon, I feel like I can never thank you enough for introducing me to the Scrub Daddy sponge. I'm still on my first one.
Oh, yeah.
Like I mean, it needs to be changed out at some point.
That one does need to be changed.
No, mine is way worse than this.
Oh.
It's like, it's like down to the nubs, but I've been like,
No.
well, it doesn't smell.
It doesn't smell.
Usually I get rid of my sponges because they stink, and it still doesn't smell. It works.
It's non-scratch.
I know.
So all of my, like all of my little burn on spots on the stove,
Yep,
just a little bit of like varnish or spread and
Yeah.
that sponge and it comes up.
I know.
I used to have to get my little scraper out and everything.
Yeah. It's amazing. I feel like I just can't thank you enough.
Do you do the cold water to make it hard?
Does it actually do it with just cold water? I thought it was just when it dried. Good to know.
You can, like, when you're done doing what you're doing, run under cold water and you'll watch it sit up.
No way.
It's crazy.
It really is. I bought my parents one. I'm like buying them. I'm like put them in everybody's stocking.
We don't have to talk about that on the podcast, Rick.
What's that?
Shut it, Rob, Daddy.
All right.
I need to make a note that I am gonna give this to
Amber
everybody.
has one because of me.
I bought my parents one and left it there at their house one day after I cleaned their house. Cause their sponges always are like far gone, like they need to be replaced. So I was like, this would be a good one.
That's why I don't use sponges, and even washcloths, like my mom uses washcloths, and I can't do it.
I love the idea of washcloth, but I really feel like I just need like a stack to change it out literally every day.
Hey, what's your password again?
Little O, Ver, NITE, 1, 2.
What is it?
Over, night, NITE, 1, 2.
Thank you.
Oh gosh, this woman is wearing an outfit that I thought was her bare skin and tattoos. Wow, she really likes her tattoos.
She's feeling real confident about this.
That's the color I
Roll around.
Yeah, that's a color I would not be doing a lot with. Okay. So I'm gonna start.
Okay. Have you seen that picture you took?
All of them are
Just that one, just,
which ones?
what?
We're talking butternuts.
One was just sitting right here.
Oh, yeah. I took a picture.
Just pick a good one.
I'll give you that.
You pick the best one. That's the one I want.
I'm sending you two. One zoomed in, one's not, and I can retake it if you don't like. Hey, David. Hey, girl. When will be a good time for them to come eat?
Now would actually be really good.
Hey, kids, let's come eat. Let's go. Come on.
I don't look at the bar.
Because I'm not recording anything right now. I'm such a- Shannon, you don't have any kind of like butternut squash or any sort of like sweet potato or anything like that? No, you're fine. I just forgot.
It's frozen, but I don't.
No, you're fine. It is no problem at all.
I didn't have frozen broccoli.
We'll get picked. We've got all those.
Come eat, please. What did you say?
We've got all those Brussels sprouts she brought, so I think we'll be fine. It was just gonna add some color. Okay, come eat. Take the knees, just walk away and come eat.
Where am I?
Ask Miss Shannon where your seat should be.
Where should I sit?
You can sit where. That's not how you asked me that. You can try again. You can sit where you sat for yourself.
Do you remember where that was then?
Trina, would you like to sit there or here?
I would like to say.
Would you guys like some applesauce?
Sure, I want some applesauce.
Say yes, please.
No, thank you.
I feel like if we do ever move into Ian's parents' house, the kitchen will need to be renovated. Because it's will need it anyway.
Hey, Mom.
And I
One.
will be sure that something like this gets installed.
Mom.
Yes.
One called the bell. The one we were already watching Tractor and a Marshall for helping because monkeys and pick stuff on the trees and then they blow bubble, sticky bubble, and then they flew in the air and then we can keep them right now. Can you give me a spoon, please?
Hold on, baby. Good ask me.
Trina, would you like to have some grapes?
And what for?
Okay, I'm going to give you some. Then would you like to have some grapes since you didn't want applesauce? Hold on. What, lady? You ready to go night-night, buddy?
Are you tired? You tired?
You can't we flood it and then
That would be so sad.
and you might eat the food and then you might have yucky stuff on it. You might get hair in the gone. Oh, this is too hard.
What's the matter?
This is too hard.
What's too hard to do the grapes? You can ask for help. Okay, hold on a second, please.
I've slept, but I never had a fresh dreams are coming out of thing.
I'm gonna have to heat it up. Heat it up to serve it. So you can serve it with some whipped cream, really, really good. We will do that tonight. We're gonna have a bowl of whipped cream to go with all of our dessert. For no free space being taken up by dessert. Last night I was eating cranberry cheese with the spicy salami. And it was really good. In your face.
It's probably like really like fast.
Like, what is going on? Okay. Who was not there? So.
The person they were looking for what?
Would you? Lucky place. Is there any of that?
The Incredibles, watching your dad or. Jumping back in.
All right. Just keep the keyboard in though. We don't have- People that really requires entire. So I've got here 2 split chambers that we're gonna do that are probably enough to feed people. Definitely if you have size. So I'm roughly going on this on the inside, and then I think we're gonna put, and then we're gonna put this butter, and then I think we're gonna put. So I'm just gonna put the butter here. Put the butter here. Okay, now she says to. I don't know that. I don't know what it is. I've never asked them.
Oh, maybe it is. I think it wasn't singing or something. That one, we're good. Thank you.
Ready?
All right. Easier, help the vegetable nice and crispy. And these are gonna go in the oven at 45. We'll Okay.
Okay. Oh boy.
Makes it what's on. I think.
Okay, so, okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright.
Well, it said the whole.
I'm not. So we're gonna do that. Right. What is that? Here's the
You guys can either try, but you're probably right here.
I just think believe there's a difference. Because they both be at the same time.
Yeah.
I have to must learn up. Roughly from the available. So I have to do this one right now.
Good.
I'm not. I need to do more.
So, nobody gonna notice. It's fine.
What things people do to be my first. Okay.
Yes, love. Hey, baby, thanks. That's the work. You know, it's okay. It doesn't count. Sorry.
Where's our purple? I watched it.
Oh, it's Brian.
I do remember, like, he keeps saying, like, he smells weird. Yeah. So, like, I got hurt once. I didn't watch it. I mean,
I couldn't miss that. I didn't remember. I mean, he was like high fever. He had a signal cleaner.
do you remember when I got there? I was like 104.5. He clicked this link and he filled it out as soon as possible. I said, oh, okay. Because, you know, he's always something like that. Well, anyway, open enrollment for life insurance. He is taking out $100,000 policy. $100,000 policy. 1 week. Yeah. And I was like, we didn't have to have.
Yeah.
So we now do 100. Do you think we'll tell you the buckets? Here's the thing that goes on. Thanks, may not go well. You're like, thanks. I was in like a little emoji or like a face that was like, thanks, may not go well.
Do you want me to record this, Brett?
No, no. Seeing that billow of steam.
I finally waited for it tonight in the face. I'm just laying.
Do you give it be like a max temp or a minimum temp?
I'm not cut off. I guess they got
I also just transferred it to another plane with this probe in on there.
I really like it.
Especially if the low heat. It's super juicy, and so then it's like, it's not that dry, that dry. Who take your kids if you guys have? Who's doing pregnant? Okay. First one. Maybe. Remember. Do you remember what happened again? What happened again? Yeah. It was actually like the really good thing we were reading the day before, so she. We didn't get her. Okay. Do you want to record?
Yeah.
You like the bench. What that bench? How's that bench?
Maybe don't say.
All right, so we are checking on. Woo! Our, we are blindly checking on post and bench. And what we're gonna do here is just toss it. We have this lovely convection, so we're not doing it rotated as much, but we are just toss it and stir it up so it's nice and evenly. The burn too much involved or anything. And so it's going very well. We just want to cook it a little bit longer. We'll check on this another 15 minutes probably, see where it is. We up the oven back up to something else, so it will start cooking at that point again. So we will watch on this. So if this is something you're gonna forget, just set a timer for another 15 minutes, and you can do it.
Oh.
You want to Sure.
Wait, well,
Actually, don't worry about it because we'll check this.
Drop off past belly, I'm hit the burner, and it matches his drop off on my glass, so. And he just like, who's start it off? I was like, who's gonna start it off? Say, what? You never did do it. You never did. Hey, hey. Are you not? You good? No. When Lisa said bring drinks, do you think that she bring drinks or do you think just bring alcohol? I'm just trying to separate.
It's a good timer. Okay, what orders for your nails when you're actually eat? Yeah. But then you're not playing like, we're spinning your green alcohol beverages. Or not.
It's not bad assumption.
No, it's not bad.
Not very evident, no.
There's always one night. We went to this first house. And they, like, at the end of the week, they always, somebody always goes to like a whiskey night, where like everybody gets together. Or,
Yeah.
You know, they share a nice stash of whiskey and stuff like that. So we went to somebody different person's house. Than he intended to when they had hosted before. So he was like, I never really want to go to Cohen's house, so let's stop ordering some bourbon or something. And so he couldn't get it. And we get there and she's like, oh, thanks. And we were looking for people there. And so she's like, yeah, whatever. Yeah. Yeah. But I think so. I got it. You got it. Yo. Figure out how to work from home. And this also a good opportunity to even out of the rep. Yes. To even out some of the rep. If you got it. All of these will probably cook at similar temperatures. The legs and the thighs. So, and the rest is what dries out fastest. So that's why I'm monitoring that and all the other things. We can check them 20 minutes and then we'll turn it down. We've got 20 regular glaze. The recipe for the glaze we got on the tumbler with the recipe for the turkey. What we're doing is we're just reducing this down. We want to get a little bit. I guess I can put it over here.
Or, you can put it on there.
Yeah.
Here's the spotlight.
Well, do it, and then
You can collect, you can like, make it smaller.
put it in an inch.
Um,
Okay, sure. Yeah, that's it. You, you could try it.
Yeah.
I would, you. I'm trying to sell. I need to invest in this.
Did you see that? I'm sorry. But I need to.
This is my picture. Obviously, they're not.
weird. I mean, somebody came with your house. Put it in his mom. She was awesome.
That is very weird. It's funny.
I'm gonna first. Because you said, sometimes like, let's get over.
You cut it in little pieces.
Probably.
Oh,
The other ones are.
Or you could hold.
always, because she's getting in this. Right, right. Yeah, should have been 5 buttons. I mean, I've always been reasonable for those stuff, so. What are what?
Down to 300.
Oh, the thieves. Thieves is happening.
Shannon, have you been following the winter catalog stuff? Like,
No.
there's a couple times. Basically, until it's done, figure out it's nice when it's full, build more places on it. And then we'll do it one more time. If we have any stuff, we'll do it one more time with the others. Okay. Cool on it. Okay. We're gonna put that back in. And we'll set the timer for 20 minutes. Yes. Also, set my number. I need to take that shot. Okay, so our veggies, leaf burgers. They are a nice golden color. They look like nice and soft. Color on it, but they're not burned. And they shrivel just a little bit. These are other levels and stuff too. I'm fine. That's good. Yeah. Get your jacket out of the car. You say your. Get your jacket out of the car. You say your.
You muted them? Oh, really?
All right, so we've got our turkey. It actually not needs to bake for that long. So I have my thermometer in here, 150. And the thighs, we want to be 170. And that's exactly what we got. And so, especially because we are going to be reheating this later, we're going to let it sit on the end. We're going to serve on it, just warm it up that way. What, honey? Our, about my minutes on this.
Yeah. special, that's what you are. Unforgettable.
A little bit brown around the edges. And then we'll come back to add some white wine, some herbs, and some chicken stock.
I'm gonna live with the problem.
I was in a dramatic cry. I thought, this is a little top.
Well, I thought, okay, sure, fell from top, which could be serious. Or she's sugar. No, that's what she is.
I can tell it's sort of a. Could you tell me what was crying?
I know that I didn't continue, so I'm letting it lie.
Let it lie, baby. Maybe. Ooh, it's a big bottle.
Yes.
These people are wax.
It actually, that's weird. Like, I don't even think wax. I think it's like,
No, it's wax.
wax. They handed each one. That's supposed to be something crazy. I think they're small.
They throw.
See, that's just,
Really
that's
are.
fine. It's wax.
It's wax.
It's zero wax. It's dumb. It like hit me in the face.
Yeah, they're.
How did I sort?
Oh, you know, also when you see a cup that you drink cupcake.
Yeah.
That's what that was.
Our time and our stage right here. So once this is.
Yes, I think it was an accident.
Pretty pen, please.
I'm gonna put that back together.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Just think about a little bit of onion just to do it. Okay, sure enough.
Happy scream.
Sounds
Sounds
terrible.
exactly like tree. Because
That's bad.
that's where it's
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice.
warning wine.
Then we're gonna take. Just put all this in there, all this cream of milk for milk, but we're not gonna put in. So there's that. We're gonna put some Hershey cracker in here. Also gonna put in some salt. I'm gonna be putting in 2 cups of grated cheddar cheese. Yeah. So because we're doubling it, we're gonna put. We're gonna add just a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, because again, this is something that in other recipes they add. This one they didn't call for it, so it's pretty simplified one, but I don't go, so we're just gonna put it in there. And we're gonna mix it all up together. Trying to get all that cheese incorporated in there.
Western oven.
Mm.
So they're not crunchy.
Yeah.
So this person didn't call for that if it was only onions. I
Yeah.
said
Well,
it. It's longer.
It's 15 minutes, I just don't do that.
No, I don't think.
Enough time. We're mixed here.
Hey, Finn.
I'm going to find you.
Why do you use my garlic?
Yeah, orange powder. You can totally get orange powder.
Yeah.
You're welcome to do whatever you want. I just thought that was what I assumed you were.
Oh,
Maybe. Promise into just
For your, for the company. That should be good enough.
Whoa.
whoa.
the recipe to your phone. You're gonna need to
Okay.
use it a little bit and use your printer. Do you have any?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, so you're good. But baby, you gotta look for it. Let me know where it is. Did you find your blanket? In the middle or the all the
You know, what they were missing. Like, what a nicer work, like just a flat. I think so. Let me just remember.
really the
All we needed.
yes. All right, ready? Be a Mimi. Be a Mimi. Just to get how many years it goes on this. Okay. The more punch drunk you get. Let's not teach.
To make our corn pudding, it's a really simple recipe. It's only 5 ingredients. So we have a can of cream of corn. We'll put that all in there. And then we also have a regular can of corn that we have drained out the liquid. That is 8 by 8 baking dish, which is a little bit better. 350 degrees for 1 hour, or once we're ready to put it in the oven, it will be the same thing. Until then, it can just hang out. No problem. Ooh, you want a bottle? Yeah! All right.
Cool. Okay.
So this is 4 o'clock now. We probably need to wait. Where are we at?
Why don't we the corn pudding, because that is the one that takes the longest, I think. At 350. So let's go ahead and put that in now. And then
All right, so we're all ready to put our corn pudding in the oven. So we're just gonna put it in right in the center at 350, and we're gonna set the timer for 1 hour.
all right, I'm gonna get my so you can snack. And I'll do the sweet potato casserole. And then we can get all of that in the oven
Okay.
with the
Okay. We're still cooking, baby. We are still. Why? I don't know. You'll be right back. Okay, we'll be here. Don't feel that actually.
what you have.
It's what I'm playing with.
Look at that. How awesome is that?
So you.
Where's from? Maybe.
Ish or no? Yeah, we got right. Well,
Ate it all.
I know the I mean,
I asked you, would you like cheese and crackers? That the answer is yes or no.
I would like cheese and crackers.
I said yes. No, I would like cheese and crackers, please.
This one I would like cheese.
I will get it for you in a minute. Please be patient.
Yes, I can see it. I want
What's the matter? All right, cheese.
layers, not these. Not
Honey, those are good. Do you like this? Okay, we have. I'll send you that. Here's some meat for you if you want.
Mom, what is that thing on your
Hold on. Let me get you a plate.
Jason letter?
Yes, he is.
I'm going to say this is not a menu today.
We're trying to scan the real one.
Yeah. Okay. Go sit down at the table, please. Yeah, would you like cheese and crackers? Okay, I'm gonna get you a plate so you can eat them over quick.
Still done.
Still good. Oh. You like pepperoni? You can try one and see like no more like it.
No. No.
Look ready? That's what you got.
No.
See?
No. Oh. Should I boil water before putting the potatoes in?
I usually do.
Yeah.
What's the taste faster? So. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Well,
You know what?
So I'm gonna go ahead and put these in a 350 degree oven. And then if I need to sort of boil it at the end to get it nice and totally on the top, then I'll do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and start doing it for about 15 minutes and see if it needs to be a little bit more. I would.
I did bring a very deep place. Wanted to do that too. Just
Sounds lovely. You okay?
Yeah.
You ready?
no, I got it. I didn't cut it somehow.
All those fingers. What you doing? What you doing, Cindy? All right.
That's why we have another dip share.
Mm-hmm.
Or cheese.
I didn't say
I don't know if I didn't know that. It's so tiny that do you do
Yeah.
okay, I wouldn't do too much oil. Maybe start with the butter, but it seems like you need to kind of cut the butter. They're right to eat you. I'm right here. Everybody really wants to play right now. Yo, listen, I gotta sit you down for a sec. Okay? Okay. Mama, I'm right here. Yo, listen, I gotta sit you down for a sec. Okay? Oh. Yo, listen, I gotta sit you down for a sec. Okay? Okay. Mama, I'm right here. What you got? Yeah. Since it's only 8 hours.